Hi, and welcome to Science Time with Miss Victoria. This program is recommended for ages 6 and up, but it also depends on the STEM or science experiment that we are doing. So let's go ahead and begin. Now, as always, make sure first thing you have to do is to wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. If you've already subscribed to our YouTube channel or went to our Facebook page, you'll see the rhyme in which while I'm washing my hands to the rhyme for Shaka, I do top and bottom, in between, rub it all together, and I do that slow, and then I repeat it fast, which comes out to about 25 seconds, which is perfect. Once your hands are dry, the next thing we have to do is to gather our supplies. I haven't told you what we're doing, but you kind of get an idea with the supplies I have already. Last thing is to have adult supervision just in case. Now, most of these you can do on your own, but parents, I do recommend that you are there to help them gather the supplies and just to be there for support and also just to join them in the activity, okay? Now, let's go ahead and find out what supplies we need and exactly what are we doing. Okay, we are going to be gathering supplies for oil and paint. So here they are. Okay, so it's very basic. As you can see, there's only 4 items we actually need. So parents, this is like a real fun, quick experiment for you to do. Now, the first one I have is sunflower oil. Now, you may have trouble finding this at H-E-B. You should be able to find it at H-E-B, but it's a little hard on the stores to look for them. You're probably going to find it mixed with an olive oil. But if you can't find sunflower, you can do like what I'm using today. I'm using vegetable oil. You can do canola oil. You can even do just olive oil. Just make sure it's light because the dark might be a little too much. So you might want to do just light olive oil. Obviously, the next thing we need is water. If you're in the kitchen, well, just use the water from the faucet or just use water from a water bottle as well. Glass or cup, some kind of container. I'm using my trusty little plastic cups here. And of course, the last thing is paint. Now, this isn't your paint like around the house, like you just paint a house. You probably can use paint like watercolor paints. Go to Walmart. You can get the poster paint, like the tempera paint that I'm going to be using. Or you can also use 3D paint, the little tubes that you can just squirt in there as well. Whichever one, those type of paints, that's what you want. Not one to do with the little paintbrush. But you can just get, I would just get a small one. You're just going to need that real quick. Don't worry about it. You can probably find it at Dollar Tree, Dollar General. Safe bet, I would just go to Walmart and just go to the craft area and get one of the little small paints. Alright, so let's go ahead and find out the steps for this experiment. Okay, now to give you enough time, I know it looks like a lot of steps, but you can kind of combine several at once. First thing is to pour the sunflower oil or the oil of your choice into a cup. I'm using a separate cup, which you have is my little styrofoam cup here. You're just going to pour some oil in, something that gets my vegetable oil. Now the amount of oil is up to you. So parents, if you want to make sure to help your child pour it in, you can do a set amount. You're just going to have separation between the water, so the oil is up to you how much you want. Now we're going to add drops of paint into the oil and kind of mix it or stir. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some of mine, and you want to just do some drops in there. Okay, get ones. This is a fun experiment because you'll find out which paint actually works on these. That's why I'm trying two different ones. I'm trying the tempera paint and I'm trying the 3D paint one. So now that we have the drops, I'm going ahead and just use the straw. I'm using the straw. You can whatever you have, toothpick, and I'm just gonna mix it. And just put it there. Make sure you have a paper towel. I'm using a wipe so you can put on because if not, your whole counter space is gonna get oily. Okay, now in a larger cup, or in my case, I'm using a smaller one. I'm gonna get some water. Now since my cup's kind of small, I'm not going to put too much. I just want to get just enough. About halfway should be okay. Close my lid because I don't want to spill water all over the counter. Alright, now we're going to pour the mixture that we just did with the oil and paint. We're going to mix it in here. Now what's going to happen is you're going to watch the paint slowly separate. Now remember, it's in the oil. So it's going to take some time for it to go through the oil and to make it to the water. And you're going to see lines of the paint, the color, fall into the water, okay? Go ahead and pour that in. You'll see as soon as I pour it in, it's going to fall through. But at the same time, you're going to see the separation. Now you can see that it looks like the tempera paint went quickly falling down. The paint that's taking a little bit long, it's going to take a little longer, is a 3D paint. So now we know when you're doing this experiment, you might want to get the 3D paint so that way it stays stuck in the oil and it's going to slowly break down. If you use the wash with tempera paint, that's a little thicker and apparently it's just falling straight through. So it's not giving you that effect. But you're still seeing the whole point, which is the fact that the paint, oil and water do not mix. So if you have paint that's kind of like water-based, it's going to go through the oil and straight to the water. It's not going to mix with the oil. It's going to start separating from the oil to make it down to the water. Alright, so now you have your paint and you see the separation in here. You can try, like I said, if you find the sunflower oil, great. You can try canola oil, any of different type of oils that you have in the house. Remember, just use what you have in your house. So if you have canola oil, just use that. Paint-wise, you can try different paints, just like I did. See which one gives you a different effect. All right? So this is very quick, and the kids have fun because they do different colors, the different textures. They get to feel it, they get to see it. So it's a fun, quick little experiment for all of y'all to do. Now, as always, I'm going to go ahead and provide you with some library resources. So here they are. All right. Now, the ones I have here, you can find on our website, cctexas.com/library. And you can do an advanced search or just a basic search and type science experiments, STEM. You may be specific on your advanced one and say edible science. You may say engineering, but you'll be able to find the books and you can place them on hold. You can pick them up curbside your branch. Also, don't forget to call the branch closest to you. Find out their operating hours because we all are open for browsing, but hours are different. So please call the branch closest to you to find out what their hours are for you to go in. If you prefer to use your smart device, whether it's an iPad, smartphone, use your apps, you can go to our website, first off, and you can use your laptop and go to the links that we have for Access 360 and Hoopla, which are our online digital resources. Or you can go to your app store on your smart device, download both of these, and you'll be able to put the item on hold. You can even put it as a wish list, or you can just go ahead and check it out and download it to your device. And it might be a little easier because if you get something dirty, you can just wipe it off the device. It'll be a little quicker. Now, as always, I want you to remember to visit our Facebook and YouTube channel, which is Corpus Christi Public Libraries, and you'll see a whole list of all the videos the library is providing for you to watch. If you want it broken down, you can go ahead and go to our website, cctexas.com/library, click on the link virtual programming, and you'll see each one broken down into a certain category, just like science with Miss Victoria Science Time. You'll see that one, and of course you'll see other ones as well. If you need help finding books to put on hold and pick up curbside, or just to find out what library has them, you can go to our website, cctexas.com/library, and you can use our new online browsing options, new book alerts, author check, and book newsletter to help you out. And don't forget, as always, our online digital resources, Access 360 and Hoopla. And I will see you next time. Bye.